Hey, this is Jim Markle. I'm administrative pastor at Waxahachie Bible Church, and I'm continuing in our series of 40 days of coming into God's presence. Today I have a great verse to share with you. It's in Matthew chapter 9, verse 14. Jesus said, "Leave the children alone and don't try to keep them from coming to me, because the kingdom of heaven is made up of people like this." It's a great verse. Every time I read this verse, I think back to a time in my oldest son, Brent's life. Yeah, many of you know Brent. Brent is severely autistic. And when he was 18 to 24 months old, I think we had him tested for everything we could think of, everything that the doctors could come up with to try to see what his problems were. And one of the tests was cystic fibrosis, and it was a sweat test. And as I was sitting there watching him in his process of sweating so they could do an analysis of his sweat, I couldn't help but to think how innocent he was, how that he was probably more like God intended him to be than any adult I knew. He had no preconceived notions. He had no goals he was trying to reach. He was trying to deceive anybody. He was just Brent, the way Brent was made. And I remember thinking how innocent he was at that time. And I think of that when I think of this verse, because this is a verse where you remember the setting. Children are come running up to Jesus apparently, and the disciples are kind of getting upset about that and telling them not to do that. And then Jesus answers with this verse. He says, he said, "Leave the children alone and don't try to keep them from coming to me." And they were just innocent children that they knew that they loved Jesus, and they knew that Jesus loved them. And they were invited into his presence to spend time with him. I think maybe we as adults can learn a lesson from this verse. And, sometimes we need to just relax and see Jesus for who he is, and come to him with that childlike faith that he's going to meet our needs, and he's going to take care of us, and that he's going to get us through the hard times, and he's going to celebrate with us with the good times. And if we just come to him and knowing that he loves us more than we could ever imagine, and because of all the things that he's done for us, we love him as well. Good verse for today. See you next time.
Who am I that the highest king would welcome me? I was lost, but he brought me in. Oh, his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Who the sun sets free, who is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. Free at last, he has ransomed me. His grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, he died.